Okay, tonight Scott said he wanted coconut milk, which is like his most common request. So I'm gonna make like a, I don't know what to call it again, like an Indian like curry, like chickpea, but like kind of Thai, because I'm putting in coconut milk. Okay, and I'm making it all over coconut rice. So I just got the coconut milk that I'm using in place of water. So it called for 1 cup water, a half cup of rice. So I'm using 1 cup light coconut milk. I think is no different than regular coconut milk, so I like to use that. And then just per the instructions on the brown rice bag, I'm bringing it to a boil and then putting the lid on it and simmering for 45 minutes. And then I'm gonna use the rest of the coconut milk in my meat chickpea concoction. Okay, I have the olive oil going over medium heat. I'm adding our white onion. And I'm also adding some carrots because I had some and I think it'll go well with the flavors. Okay, the main part of this concoction is 4 very simple ingredients: an onion, a pound of ground meat of your liking, a can of garbanzo beans or chickpeas, and a can of tomatoes. And then I'm gonna add spices I have and stuff to make it. Okay, I have the olive oil going over medium heat. I'm adding our white onion. And I'm also adding some carrots because I had some and I think it'll go well with the flavors. If you're wondering why we always have carrots on hand, it's because we're addicted to this stuff called bitchin' sauce, the Chipotle flavor specifically. You can get it at Whole Foods, I don't know where else. So I always get like a bunch, like a huge bag of carrots at the beginning of the week and then like peel them all and cut them. And it's now like for the pound of ground meat, you could literally do any kind of meat you want. Beef, lamb would be good. I like to mix my meats, so I'm doing half a pound of ground chicken and half a pound of ground pork sausage. So you just kind of want to break it up and brown the meat a little bit before I keep going with the other ingredients. And then it's okay if it's not cooked all the way through, as you can tell, because it will when I'm simmering the whole thing. Okay, and now I'm adding my garbanzo beans, or same thing as chickpeas. I did drain them a little bit because I want this mixture to be super thick, so I don't want too much liquid in there. Keep on mixing. Seems like as good a time as any to add in some of that chili garlic sauce. If you don't like spice, just do garlic. Okay, now the San Marzano tomatoes, which again come out whole. So I'm just gonna break them up and keep mixing. And now I'm gonna add the spices. First, I'm squeezing in some tomato paste because I wanna make sure this is thick. Okay, here's what's going in: cumin, curry, oregano, salt, and pepper. And I wish I had some turmeric since it's all the rage right now, and I think it would be good, but I don't. So I'm doing these. As with any like curry or like dish like this, the spices are kind of like crucial. So you add a lot, like probably more than you think. Okay, so we bring it up to a boil. It's going, and then I turn it down to a simmer and let it simmer for as long as possible until we're starving, because that's what'll thicken it up and make it taste all flavorful. Totally forgot I was gonna add the rest of the coconut milk to this. I'm gonna see how thick it gets simmering, and then I'll just kind of have this on standby if I need to make it more watery, and I'll adjust the spices accordingly. My rice just finished, so I'm gonna add like a good amount of flaked coconut to it. And then mix that around and put the lid back on till we're ready. Sorry about my camera. Yeah. Okay, I keep kind of stirring it as it simmers. I am gonna add a little bit of coconut milk, just for fun, just for flavor. I also added cinnamon, and I think it was a good call. Gives it a lot of depth. Okay, turns out the coconut milk really adds some depth. It's good. So I'm doing the half the can left, stirring it in, and then we're gonna put it on top of that coconut rice, and we're good.
That's good.
What do we call it?
I have no clue.
Yum.